Hi everyone, and I'm actually going to be talking about something that my readers said I should speak about in my first official video, and that is my most popular fanfiction. And it was actually that fanfiction that made me call myself Fluff Master. I thank a particular reader who was discussing it with me in the comments of that particular fic. I have no idea what their name is, and I'm so sorry. There's just so many people on there who comment, and it's ridiculously so many. And I do try to reply to them all, but sometimes it's kind of like, oh, that's too many, I can't do this. But I do try to reply to them all. But this particular fanfiction is called Nii-chan. Nii-chan. It is top by hits. It has like 140,938 hits, which that just surprises me a lot. It's top in kudos, it's top in comment threads, probably because there are a lot of discussions going on. I believe it's top in bookmarks. It's almost reached 2,000 bookmarks. It's top in subscriptions. It's 2,551 subscriptions. Wow, that is a lot of people. It's just wow. It's just hard to think that this many people are reading. And then then it's top by word count as well. Originally, it was one of my Fable fanfictions, which is at 82,000 words, but then there's like my Nii-chan that's now at 104,000 words. It's like, I'm writing too much. Like, the actual document itself has got 228,000 words. But I've got like so many chapters. I know I updated chapter 82. Chapters 83 to 87 are all complete, and I have a nice surprise coming up for the readers that aren't on my Discord. And if you're watching this, there is a nice surprise coming up, and it is that final family member that will be adopted into the family. Sort of, actually. I think I actually changed that. I think there's two more that will be adopted into the family. And they're all around this part. I believe it's. Is it chapter. No. No, chapter 86, maybe? Nope. Is it chapter 87? It's chapter 87. Chapter 86 is when one of them is introduced. The other one is already known to everyone. Take a guess. And that person will be adopted at the end of 77. I need to complete chapter 88 because it's going to be a very cute chapter. I'm working on it. Because I get to mess with Toshinori a bit more. That's always fun. I actually began. So let's start with the beginning. I actually started writing Nii-chan. It was in March, so it was in the second semester of my first year. And I honestly don't remember how I came up with the idea. I just started writing it. I think I was inspired by If I Only Had a Heart. I will put a link to that fanfiction below because it is brilliant. It hasn't updated in a while, but oh my god. It's what introduced me to Big Brother Aizawa. And I was like, I love this. It's great. I will definitely put the link below because you guys should totally read it. It is fantastic. But that inspired me. I'm like, what if I do this with that's like every one of my fics? What if? So I started writing it, and obviously I had no idea how it was going to turn out. And at this point, I can't remember how many fics I had out at this point. I think I hadn't long finished the volume of the heart. I may have just started Every Heart Has Its Thorns. I can't really remember, but I know I had the Volume of the Heart was out at this point. Not So Hopeless was out. My Analyst AU. I am working on a rewrite bite of that. By the way, so keep an eye out for that. But I had a few fan fictions out, and then I was just then this one. It's slowly. I don't even know. At some point, it just kind of went kaboom, and everyone's like, I like this. And I'm like, well, thank you. It's just, I never expected it to get to a point where it was my most loved fic. And I love writing it. It is a lot of fun. Like, I had an idea of where I was going to end it for the first part of a series, and then I was like, do I really want it to end? Do I want to end this overall Nii-chan and move on to like Nii-chan 2 or whatever? And then everyone was like, I had asked my Discord servers and they were like, I think I only asked one actually, but they were like, no, continue it, see how far you can go. I think my real life friends were talking about this, they're like, no, go as far as you can. So, goodness knows, I know I have like up to chapter 90 planned, but then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 39 chapters named, not numbered, and a few of them are written, started, but if they have a name, they all have a summary. I know what's going to be happening in those chapters. There is just too many, but looking through it, it's to a point where I noticed all the things that I've added in that I originally wasn't going to have. Like the adoption coming up, the new adoption coming up, I had not planned for her to be in it at all. So that's going to be interesting. I added something else that I wasn't originally going to do, but I ended up deciding for. What else have I decided? The injury that Izuku got, that wasn't planned at all. I was actually going to have it that they were going to stay friends throughout everything, but then I was like, I'm gonna put some angst in, just whale load of angst, just lump it all in this area. And I can't remember how soon I was in warning that, but I was like, there is angst coming up. I am sorry, but there is giant wave of angst. And I think that was really the moment when I found out that I really, really enjoyed doing a cliffhanger. Oh, I think people hated me for that, let's be honest. People hated the fact that I had injured Izuku to an extent, and I'm like, I am sorry, but also I am not sorry because it was just, I loved it. It was great. Just seeing everyone's reactions. I'm just gonna see if I can find a few reactions. And I wish my laptop would actually let me click on the right thing. It would be chapter. Nope. Broken body, broken mind. Yeah. Just the name screams angst. Just look at some of the comments. I got 155 comments on this one. It's like, it's not as bad as what I thought. Still pretty bad. Someone brought out an arsenal of weapons and torture tools, demanding who hurt him. We need to call in the horror. Wow, that was really random. Someone pointed out that I forgot to add in Izuku's dog and Shota's cat. I was really embarrassed. Like, I forgot they exist. Poor Izuku. Someone realizing that Bakugo is in fact a dick in this. Just everyone was like, no, who hurt him? I have mascara on, I'm trying not to cry. I don't wear mascara, so I actually don't know how that feels. Someone was like, the angst is delicious. Someone demanding that I can't just leave it there, but I did. But someone just went, Bish, why? Because it was fun. If someone asked me why I write angst or why I leave a cliffhanger, because it is really fun, especially in Nii-chan, when I've established these characters and people seem to like the way how I've written them, but then I do something, they're like, no, why have you done this? And I'm like, I like messing with you guys. It happens in other fics as well. I'm like, this could happen, but it might not. You never know. I do enjoy messing with you guys a lot. But I've got so much planned for Nii-chan. It's gonna be so fucking long. It's going to be my longest fic. Actually, it is. I think before my longest fic was a Fable one called The Heartbeat of Albion, and it was around 70 odd chapters. Nii-chan's 82 and it's nearing 100, so I'm like, this is definitely my longest fic. When we hit 100 chapters, we're gonna celebrate. I'll think of something. I'll ask my Discord I'll tell them to tell me to do something for the 100th chapter of Nii-chan to celebrate, because we need to celebrate. Like, it's over a year old, and I'm just loving how I'm just really glad that everyone likes it. It just really makes my day. Like, sometimes when I'm just having a bad day and people write their comments, and they really just make my day. Nii-chan, they're like, oh, so much fluff, and I'm like, I did warn you. It's like, I actually had to put tag warnings, like, there is a lot of fluff, please be careful. But it's like, everyone seems to enjoy it, and I'm like, this is great. But it's because I've always got a few chapters ahead. I'm like, should I update one chapter? Should I update two? Who knows? I think the last time I updated it was, I can't actually remember, but I know this week it will take me up to, I started with every heart, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And before anyone asks, yes, I have a spreadsheet on my fanfictions. I will take a print screen one day and just show you guys, but I have this giant spreadsheet that has all of my fanfictions, side and not, that I have started working on. I have a lot. Like, I have, what is it? So I got 58, but then I've started at number 3, so I've got 55 fics currently marked on this, and I've got 60 up, but I've got some of them are Fable, so they don't really count. So it starts on that, so it'll end on Under the Sea and Stars, then starts to Float Like a Butterfly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it won't be next week, obviously, but Tuesday, 2 weeks time Tuesday, so this will be updated on the 2nd. Ooh. So, yeah, so Nii-chan should be updated. No, hang on. Yeah, Nii-chan will be updated on the 2nd. I can't count. But then I was like, hang on, guys. Hang on my Discord. What if, imagine Nii-chan, imagine the world of Nii-chan, but with Nana Shimura alive. And they were like, ooh, I like this idea. But then they added something else. why not try writing good endeavor? And I am known to be a hater, a huge hater of Endeavor. I hate him with a burning passion. But I decided to give it a go. I decided to try and make people love Endeavor in this multiverse, or as a friend so lovingly helped me name, the multiverse, with a good endeavor, which I have a lot planned for that as well. Like it's gonna be a bit more dramatic, to be honest, because it's gonna have a lot more angst. It's gonna have more angst explosions, and because there'll be a Todoroki one, there'll be a Bakugo one. Yes, I am going to throw angst at Bakugo. I'm not gonna tell you what, but it's going to be a lot of fun for me. And then obviously Izuku angst. You'll see what they are particularly, but it's not, obviously it's going to be so different from canon, but it's going to be fun so much fun to write. I've got so much to work on. But yeah, Nii-chan is the best fic of mine. I'm ever so glad that everyone likes it. I hope people continue to support it, because seeing your comments, people put like how reading the chapter really makes them feel happy. It makes their day. Reading your comments makes my day. Just even keep up the good work, or I like this. It just like people are reading my work. They like this, and it really does make my day. There are a few people who do write so much, and it's like literally just like a paragraph summarizing how they felt about the different parts of the chapter, and I love reading them because I'm just like, I don't know how to respond to most of these. I will just put, you will wait and see. There is one person who will watch this and know what I'm talking about. But I hope you guys continue to stick with me whilst Nii-chan continues on. There is no ending in sight currently. Like, I've planned up to just after the provisional license exam. Just after that. Everything else ahead of that, I have no idea. Because I'm still debating about. It's gonna be in season 4 of the anime, but I'm a manga reader, so I know what's happening, and I'm like, I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. I'm gonna have to wait and see for a bit. But we'll save that talk for another time. So yes, I hope you can continue to support me whilst I'm writing this extremely long, incredibly fluffy fanfiction. And thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!